My name is Sue Mary, and I'm an Alexander Technique teacher at Educare Small School. This is a short explainer video about an activity that we call Lazy Labyrinths.
If I'm correct, it's to regain your focus.
The Lazy 8 or the Lazy Labyrinth. So it's just something to relax your hand when you're. So it's sort of the Lazy 8 just does this, so then your hand gets more relaxed. If it's tight, and then it all hits, and then your hand's tight. You do this, and you start getting softer and softer and softer.
We use a lazy labyrinth to kind of focus our minds. I think it kind of does the same thing as the ready list. It focuses us. It's a bit like writing with your fingers, going over the labyrinth and the lazy 8. So I think it helps me focus on that kind of thing.
You feel like you're sort of focusing on something. You don't feel like you care about anything else. You don't care if you're itchy or you don't care. You're really focusing on something.
Softer and softer out, and softer and softer.
At Educare, we aim to integrate the principles of the Alexander Technique into the school day. In order to do this, we stay true to the principles of the technique in an adapted form that works more fluently with primary school-aged children. In doing this, we've sometimes adopted and integrated aspects of other complementary modalities. And one of the most useful of these has been educational kinesiology and the brain gym movements that are at the heart of this discipline. We've been using some of these movements at Educare since the end of the 1990s, and partially from this, I developed an activity that we call Lazy Labyrinths. We begin with the ready list. Stop, see, looking away from the piece of paper, across the room or further, and looking at something specific. Breathe in through the nose, slowly out through the mouth. Soft and tall, head floats up, shoulders melt down, and off we go. I'm choosing to use my right hand first, and I'm going to the left. So always you start from the middle and then go to the left, up to the left. Doesn't matter which hand you use. Here I'm swapping over now using my left hand, but I'm still going to the left first, up and round and across the middle. And trying to get some movement in the wrist, just to get that flowing action. And now choosing which labyrinth to do first, the left one or the right one. The right one must be done with the right hand, the left one with the left. And I'm just doing my ready list here before I start. Super important. And then following the labyrinth through to the middle, stop in the middle, do the ready list again, stop, see, breathe, soft and tall, and then coming out. It's so important to put the ready list in at all these transition points. And now I'm going to do the left-hand side labyrinth with my left hand. Again, stop, see, breathe, soft and tall, and off we go. Round to the middle and stop, see, breathe, soft and tall, and coming back out again. So for the purposes of this demo, I'm doing the ready list quite quickly, but it's important that it's done slowly and that each aspect of the list is done fully. So we did the right hand labyrinth with the right hand, the left hand labyrinth with the left hand. What are we going to do now? Aha! Both labyrinths together. So I'm really focusing on my ready list here because this gets quite tricky now. Soft and tall, and off we go. Now it's important with this to try to keep both hands moving all the time. And it doesn't matter if you go wrong. You can stop, you can start again, you can go back. But the real important thing is that both hands are moving at the same time. And the temptation is to move one, then the other. Okay, so we get to the middle and we stop, see, breathe, soft and tall. Head floats up, shoulders melt down. And now coming out. I find this bit much more tricky. So you can see the right hand's going a bit ski-whiff there, going a bit wrong. So I'm stopping, starting again on that side, and then trying to keep both sides moving. It's really quite hard until eventually they catch up with each other and out we come. So even when it gets tricky, we need to try and keep a soft and tall body. And then super important to finish off by doing the outer shape again. And once again, just the same, you start in the middle, go to the left first, remembering to put the ready list in before you move your finger. And then you can swap over and use the other hand, ready list first, and then up to the left, just like before when we started. Good to end on this, really quite important to end on this. Put your brain in a good place at the end of the exercise. Go as fast as you like and always stopping in the middle. So that's it. Good job. So just to conclude, I want to be really clear that I'm not making any claims about the Lazy Labyrinths activity. There have been absolutely no formal studies done on the effects of lazy labyrinths, and everything we've learned around using them as being purely experiential, observational, and totally subjective. In our opinion at Educare, children do seem to be more focused on their next activity after practicing with lazy labyrinths. What I can say for sure though is that lazy labyrinths are a really fun way of practicing the ready list. Thanks for listening.